mixing, fixing for another big game. Hello, everyone. I'm Jonathan Coachman. This is Madden NFL Football on EA Sports. Coming up.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Cincinnati Bengals. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Ready, set. Mike, 54 Mike. Check. Block 54. Block 54. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You got it. Don't be scared.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They established the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On second down, Minshew. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. Throwing on first down is Minshew. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. So the 14 yards actually takes them from 143 to the other for first and 10. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Defensive starters, here they are for Cincinnati. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. From the 39, Minshew. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Here's Minshew. He's got his tight end O'Shaughnessy. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Looking to throw it, Minshew. And he completes it to Westbrook. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up first and goal.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receiver?
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. From the 10-yard line, here's 2nd and goal. First carry for Raquel Armstead. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
18 Gator. Switch up, switch up.
They'll run on first down. McAllister. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
With the score, Jaguars 3, Bengals 0.
Ready? 18 Gator. I'm scared. Double tight, double tight. Even. 4 down. Even. Shoot.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Ready.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get... ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go.
Throwing on 2nd down now, Minshew. This one complete to the tight end, O'Shaughnessy. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 43. A shotgun give to Fournette. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. And into the red zone now, and Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points, so you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes, make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
An incomplete pass on 1st down, that leads to a 2nd and 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. D.D. Westbrook, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Josh Lambo now for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
On the ready.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Check. Go.
He goes to use you. He comes to me.
Go.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll drop to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Now the Bengals urging everybody to get back to the line of scrimmage. He gets this one to Boyd. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
This is Mixon on the draw. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
Here we go.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
44.
Go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. That'll bring up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Draw play. Here's McAllister. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal. He'll drop to throw. Screen play to McAllister. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. 2nd and 5. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
I'm coming.
Hey, exit.
Fofo's the Mike. Mike's Fofo.
Cut.
Back to throw here. Yeah, he's got it. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 4th down, so Zach Taylor sends out the field goal unit. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Oh, this ball hangs out to the right. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
They can't stop us, baby. Every time it's a sack. Come on, fellas.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game, as we'll send you down to our... All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up... a fight. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books. But now they have to make that up again, don't they?
That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Well, it looks like they caught him off guard on 2nd and very long by running the football. All right, we always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for them. Picked up really nice yardage, but they still have a lot of work to do on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
Let's go now. 30 base. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies say go.
On 2nd down now. McAllister. Oh, he breaks another. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. McAllister. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Again, it's Mixon, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Back now in Cincinnati, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback. And it comes out.
Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out, and the Bengals grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
I know you're looking at the scoreboard clock. We're getting near the end of this game, but they were in what was really called 4-minute offense, and that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover.
Let's go.
A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. They'll give it to Mixon. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Another try for Mixon. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A very valuable 9-yard pickup, and now they're set up a little better here for 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now Joe Mixon. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with an extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That could be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, if they're out there, we'll see if they can pick those things back up. And now the throw taken in by Chark. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A 14-yard 1st down pickup for the Jaguars. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Fournette, a 1st down carry. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Minshew throwing on 3rd down. The open man is Chark. It's complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 44-yard line. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. A nice pickup on 1st down, 7 yards. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Minshew. And this is going to be intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
70, Indy. Recon, 132 fighter. Ready.
Back to throw now on first down. He completes it to Boyd. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. A draw play for Mixon. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory.
Ready.
Rashawn Melvin in on the stop.
Exit.
2nd and 6. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 39. They'll set up to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Minshew, 1st and 10. It's complete to Chris Conley. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Minshew going deep for Eifert. It's caught inside the 25.
Let's go, baby.
And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition, Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Now a first throw here in overtime. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and that leads to a play action sack. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. On the draw, this is Fournette. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
On the ready. Check Mike 54. Mike X3. 218. Chopper. Get it.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Minshew got his man. It's Eifert. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So now the onus will fall on the shoulders of Josh Lambo. This to win it in overtime. And he missed it. It's no good. And we will play on here in overtime. Well, when you get that ball in OT, that's not the chance you envision, and the long field goal attempt here winds up lacking.
And you don't want to hang too much of this on your kicker, but he's going to leave you in a tough spot as well because you give your opponents excellent field position to start their first drive.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Mixon. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
Here's Kevin Huber now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. Averaging over 50 yards of punt so far as this one's away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
Target. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
They begin with a run by Fournette. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. On 2nd down, Minshew. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. Out of the gun is Minshew. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. the very, very rare tie that we just witnessed. Hard to believe.
You don't see it very often. A bonus period of football, yet both teams go home a little bit unsatisfied.
Drama, drama, drama. We saw all of it in this one. Overtime, all the way to the end of OT. The long field goal shot to win it, but they couldn't convert.
And because it's the regular season, we don't play more bonus football. We don't go to another period. It ended right there. You get one in overtime to get it done. Look, let's face it. That field goal attempt was a long shot to begin with. No pun intended, or maybe pun intended.